Pop Culture Pastor.
Hello and welcome to Pop Culture Pastor, the podcast. Today we're going to bust the Hollywood Reporter's top 25 sports movies, and it gets chaotic. Nukes, recasts, we've even got a brand new item, the double tap, so we're going to get to that later on. But first, news. According to Daniel Richtman, Scooper Daniel Richtman,
Big Dan, as we call him,
the movie company Universal is already at work on a follow-up to Jurassic World Rebirth. And I guess, look, it's last time I checked, it was about $800 million. I don't know how. It's literally one of the worst movies we've reviewed this year. And yet it made the most money out of all the movies we reviewed.
I mean, it makes sense because every other franchise in this cinematic universe has had 3 movies. And so I guess you fulfilled the trilogy obligation, but I don't know if we really needed it.
Yeah, I mean, with that logic, I would also say that Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, the first one, were easily the best ones of all of them.
Yeah.
And this one just didn't live up to that, I don't think.
Well, if they bring back Mahershala, I'll probably watch it.
I mean, they might as well. They brought him back within 5 minutes of him, quote unquote, dying in the movie in a most ridiculous way.
Well, you didn't want it to be too dark.
I did, though. I think I did. I think we did. Anyway, ScarJo's going to be back. That's confirmed.
Scarlet.
She doesn't like ScarJo?
No, that's offensive. She has said that.
Anyways, this is Pop Culture Pastor, the podcast. My name is Dave. Cody's here.
I am.
And our special guest today is Brian John. Brian, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Brian, tell everyone who you are.
I'm Brian John. I'm awesome. Sorry.
Yeah!
In your face.
Occupation? Awesome. Being
no.
awesome.
I'm a kid who grew up here in this small town that we all live in right now. I code websites and I hang out. I watch a lot of Pop Culture Pastor themed movies and media.
Yeah. We, of course, this is a ListBuster episode. And so Brian is here to help us list bust later on. And once again, the guest has done way more homework than we have ever done, Cody.
I am expecting Brian to have watched all of these.
I have a page full of notes.
He has watched multiple movies leading up to this in prep.
Just to watch them fall off the list, hopefully.
All right, it's time for the movie game. Movie game. Brian John, are you familiar with the rules of the movie game?
I am indeed.
Yes. Okay. In my hand, for the listeners, I'm holding 3 Rotten Tomato profiles for 3 movies. One of them's good, one of them's mediocre, one of them's certified terrible. Which one will you be trying to solve?
Let's go medium today.
All right, we're going medium. Okay. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Level 1, critic score in the year it came out. This is a 2005 movie with a critic score of 64%.
2005. I'm going to say Lord of the Rings.
Cody has guessed his infamous Pirates of the Caribbean guess. That is both incorrect.
Okay. But this time I went 3.
Great. I'm glad everyone knows that. The second billed actor for this 2005 movie, Robert Richard. Robert Richard.
Bob?
There's an apostrophe in there after the R-I. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I think I'm doing my best. Robert Richard.
I don't know that name.
All right. Level 3, the audience score goes up to 85%. Audiences dug this movie.
Audiences like it.
Yeah, 64% Rotten Tomato score, came out in 2005. Second billed actor, Robert Richard.
Robert Richard. Goodness, what was coming out? I was a
French legend.
sophomore.
No, I don't know. Cody has guessed again. It's also wrong.
Well, I'm notorious for being wrong.
I don't have a guess.
Level 4, the first billed actor, Samuel L. Jackson.
Sam?
That's the one. I don't think there's another one. Samuel L. Jackson, 2005, 64%, 85% audience score. The 2 actors, Robert Richard and Samuel L. Jackson.
Unbreakable. I don't have a I don't know.
That is not correct. It's time for the blurb.
Yeah, blurb voice.
A high school basketball coach makes sure his players do as well in the classroom as they do on the court.
Oh, I should know this one, don't?
Oh, yeah.
Especially
I should know this
for
one.
our ListBusters
Yeah, no kidding.
episode.
I don't know it.
Yeah, it does fit well into the ListBusters. It was
Coach Carter.
Coach Carter.
I never watched Coach Carter.
I am not sure how either of those percentages were that high, in my personal opinion.
Oh,
I would have given that movie a D plus, C minus, somewhere in that
there
range.
are like serious fans of that movie.
I know.
Like it's right up there with Remember the Titans for some people.
Not even close, in my opinion. But okay. Cody,
I'm going to need you to be off your game.
he's always off his game. That's his secret, Cap.
Yes.
The good one or the bad one? Which one we going with?
Give me the fresh one.
The fresh one. All right. Critic score, 82% certified fresh by Rotten Tomatoes for this 2009 masterpiece. Or 82% rated movie.
Life of Pi.
It is not Life of Pi. I think that's a pretty good guess. Second build actor Zoe Saldana.
Avatar.
It is Avatar. Way to go. Bam. Ended it
Well done.
quickly.
Well done.
Thank
Cody.
you.
Cody got picked the right one. The other one would have been harder. Would you like to do that one just for fun?
I'll try it. I'll try it.
Okay. We'll just play it like a tiebreaker. I'll go through and y'all can just shout out answers. This is an 18% rated movie that came out in 2002.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Good guess, Cody, but no. I don't know where you pulled that from. Its second build actor is Tara Reid.
Oh.
If you say Big Lebowski, I'm literally going to throw my laptop at you. You know it's not rated 18%.
American Pie.
That's an Oscar-winning movie, bro.
I don't know if critics love it or not.
No. I'm thinking of American Beauty. Never mind.
Yeah, those are two different.
I got those two confused. You're right. American Pie. But people liked American Pie.
Okay.
Brian does not have
Not
a
yet,
guess.
not yet.
73% audience score.
Wow.
That is quite the
That
difference.
is a difference.
That's maybe one of the biggest ones we've ever seen. So audiences somehow dug this.
Sharknado.
That'd be awesome if it was, but it is not. Level 4, top build actor Ryan Reynolds. 2002.
Green Lantern.
No. Way before Green Lantern. 2002.
Waiting.
18%. That's a good guess, but no.
Yes.
73%. Tara Reid and Ryan Reynolds.
I can't think of Tara Reid being in anything with Ryan Reynolds.
And here's the blurb. After his father stops paying his tuition and he's threatened with expulsion, a popular college super senior has no choice
Van
but to do
Wilder.
the unthinkable. Graduate, it is.
Frack.
Van Wilder.
Like, I went through Tara Reid's whole filmography there.
That's quite the filmography.
Yes.
I'm just making a statement. That's not any sort of opinion offering any
From
opinion.
Big Lebowski to Sharknado.
Yeah, Big Lebowski's great though. All right, it is time for a ListBuster episode. When we come back, we're busting the Hollywood Reporter's top 25 sports movies of all time.
Yay, sports.
Go sports team. We'll be right back. This is Pop Culture Pastor Dave here with Cody and special guest Brian John. Welcome to ListBusters, where we take a published pop culture list and improve it with game show chaos. Now, when I first came across this list, I thought, there is no way that this list is serious.
There is a way.
And it is. It's the Hollywood Reporter, literally, the 25 greatest sports movies of all time, ranked by a bevy of their writers. Daniel Feinberg, John Frosch, Angie Hahn, David Rooney, Leslie Felperin, Jordan Mincer. As always, I will say, no disrespect to them or their opinions. Opinions on pop culture, highly subjective, not objective. But that being said, I think we're going to change this list a lot.
Ask my friend George Clinton. And his band Parliament.
This is the most we've talked about George Clinton in Parliament in Funkadelic in a while.
His stock
Yes.
is on the rise.
Yeah, I don't know. I met George Clinton once. Did I tell you that?
Yes, you have.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we knew that.
I don't know if you told the podcast listeners, but maybe.
Podcast listeners, I'm a citizen of the One Nation Under a Groove.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm official citizen. Anyways, the 25 greatest sports movies of all time. This came out August 25th from The Hollywood Reporter. And I think first, Brian, we got to talk about how do you define what is a sports movie?
This is a great question because I feel like there's a couple movies on this list that I'm going to have to address this. Is this a sports movie? Is this a movie with sports in it? Is it a movie that is tangential to sports?
Is it even a movie?
Well, hey,
Hold on.
one of these.
Don't spoil the list, but like 5-part documentaries, are those movies?
Yeah.
Or-
Exactly.
There's some weird classification for that 5-part documentaries that got it available or eligible to win awards.
right.
But was this a movie? I don't know. We'll talk about all that when we get to those specific ones. Cody, what makes a sports movie for you?
Sports being a part of it.
How big a part? Does like sports got to be a part of the main plot?
Definitely does.
Let's just say it. There's a movie we saw on other lists that's not on this list. A movie called The Big Lebowski.
Classic.
Indeed, great movie. Would you consider that a sports movie? Because some people do.
There is a lot of bowling, but you take the bowling out and you still have most of the Big Lebowski. Mm-hmm. It's just the bowling alleys where they talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
The dude still abides outside the bowling alley.
That's right.
And Donnie still loves bowling. Rest in peace. All right, so here is the setup. If you've forgotten how we do our ListBusters here, basically what's going to happen is we are going to go through the top 25, starting with 25. Each person will be the person who gets to start that round. That'll move around. And we all have 6 items. Now, last time we had 4 participants and 5 items. This time we have 3 participants, so I figured I would give us an extra item.
Can you go over the items?
I would love to go over the items. The first item, the most powerful, is called the Nuke, which wipes the current movie completely off the list. Gone. The second item is called the Recast, which replaces the current movie with any other sports movie of your choice not already on the list. The third item is the Rocket. That launches the current movie up 5 spots on the list. Next item is like it. The Sniper knocks the current movie down 5 spots on the list. The Switcheroo will swap the current movie with any other movie on the list. So you can swap it up or down. And then there is the new one just for this episode, maybe ongoing, I don't know, called the Double Tap. This one will allow you to reuse the Rocket or the Sniper 1 extra time. So move a movie up 5 or down 5. You can't double tap the Nuke or the Recast because that would just be too powerful.
How dare you?
But those are the items we get. And so basically what's going to happen is when we're going to start with number 25. I am going to just tell you a little bit about you and what the Hollywood Reporter says, just a few lines. And then we will go to one of us will give a little bit more about our personal experience with it or how we were introduced to it, if we like it, etc., etc. And then we will go around and debate whether we're going to use an item. So without further ado, number 25 on the Hollywood Reporter's list of the greatest sports movie of all time is a 1976 movie called The Bad News Bears. This is Little League gone gloriously wrong with a wonderful performance by Walter Matthau. Kids, chaos, quotable lines, low budget that hits high on fun. The Hollywood Reporter says, no less capable a filmmaker than Richard Linklater proved with his lifeless 2005 remake what an unlikely feat of alchemy this not-for-kids movie was about a little league team of outcasts and misfits. The Bad News Bears has an absolutely perfect ending, one of the best ever for a sports movie. Cody, what's your experience? What do you want to say about The Bad News Bears?
So I have seen both versions of this movie. Definitely the 1976 version is far and away better. Walter Matthau, he's good at being cranky.
Oh, Just one of the best. I miss Walter
A grumpy
Matthau.
old man, you might say.
Yes.
He's just so good.
It was on some, not as frequent as a lot of movies that I say was like on like cable repeat as a child, but this one would occasionally pop up. And so I watched it on TV with all the commercials and probably some of it cut out, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah. Brian, I'm going to let you go first. Where are you at with Bad News Bears, and are you going to use any items?
So, Bad News Bears is a great movie. It's so good that I used it in my vocabulary before I ever watched the movie. I've said before, oh man, this is Bad News Bears. I don't even know what that means because I hadn't seen the movie, you know? I knew Walter Matthau as Hey Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace, the remake from way later, the 90s sometime, and Grumpy Old Men and stuff like that. But what a great movie. I think they cast all the kids in the movie are incredible in the original, and I think it's a really, really well made movie. I'm not going to use any power ups on it, but I think it's one of the movies that belongs on this list.
Yeah. Cody?
It can stay.
Yeah. I'm the same way. This movie coming out in 1976, that's the year I was born. So as I was growing up, it was a movie that would be on like Saturday, Sunday afternoons a lot. And it was always great when it came on. Always a good time when you happen to cross the Bad News Bears. Walter Matthau really clinches it for me. This deserves to be on this list. We move up. No movement on that. Cody, we come to you for the number 24 movie. This is Challengers from last year. It's a new movie. Tennis, power dynamics, and intensity in the modern age. The Hollywood Reporter rewards it for its bold, fresh storytelling. They say that it's a drama about the years-long bond among three elite tennis players. Zendaya says, it's like we were in love or like we didn't exist. We went somewhere really beautiful together. I don't know what that means. But the Hollywood Reporter says Challengers gets you there without asking you to leave your seat. It's a rom-com. It's a sports movie. It's a coming of age. Cody, what do you think about Challengers?
It's a movie.
Yeah. Has anyone seen this movie? Brian, you've seen it?
I watched it in the last 24 hours for this list.
Okay, give us a mini review here.
So, the two male protagonists, Art and Patrick, have been doubles partners since they were 9 years old. They've known each other their whole lives. They both lay eyes on Tashi, who is Zendaya, and she's a fantastic college-bound tennis pro who ends up getting injured and unable to continue to compete, but she starts to coach. But they both fall in love with her, and so they begin to vie for the same woman. She, kind of like a puppet master, kind of controls their actions, kind of pits them against each other. Oh. She's like kind of hot on one and then moves to the other one and back and forth and such. And I'm a big Zendaya fan, so I liked the movie. It was really interesting. Obviously not for kids, but it was a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loosely based on my real life story.
But you didn't know Cody was a tennis pro, did you? Cody, are you going to be using an item on this movie?
No, because critically, this movie did well. And so I can see it being one of those modern classics that just cracks a top 25 list because you don't want to just be all old movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tend to agree with that, especially since I haven't seen it. So if I haven't seen it and it's a new movie, I'm going to go with the critics and the Hollywood Reporter on this one and assume they know what they're talking about, that this is a pretty good movie.
Yeah, the cinematography is great. It's worth your time to watch, and it's actually about tennis the whole time. Even though it's a love story, it is 100% tennis, a sports movie.
Okay, awesome. So no movement on the first two. I think we learned a lesson from the first ListBusters.
Or did we?
We go to number 23 after not doing anything with the first two. It is $1 Million Baby, Clint Eastwood's gritty, emotional boxer saga that transcends sport, powerful, bittersweet. Hollywood Reporter says, working from Paul Haggis's script based on a collection of stories by FX Tool, Eastwood nimbly jabs at themes of faith, mortality, guilt, poverty, and salvation. But $1 Million Baby is really about love. Cody, tell us about $1 Million Baby. Did you like it?
It was okay.
Just okay.
I honestly thought it was overrated.
Okay. $1 Million Baby. I I tend to agree with Cody. I think it's a bit overrated. I think people love Clint Eastwood, and I think people love Clint Eastwood's movies, and they do carry this gravitas, most of his movies. And so when I saw it, it's super sad. It's just a really heavy movie that I don't think I expected. I didn't know anything about it going into it, and I don't think it was a good thing for me. I didn't enjoy it as much. It was just so morose.
Mm-hmm. They tried to fight against the predictable get first place and win it all, or get second place but learn something formula, and they went so dark with it that people had to have an argument. Is this like an anti-life type movie, or is it like a morality issue type movie? It's very gritty, as Eastwood's movies tend to be. It's a great movie, but it can't be underrated because of how high it's overrated by everybody. It's so high up there, it can't be accurately rated because a lot of people put it at the top, you know?
Are you going to use something?
No, I think at the end of the day, I don't feel strongly enough about it to knock it down or out. So I'm just going to leave it there. Brian?
No powers for me.
Nuke it!
Cody, are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, Cody is going to nuke $1 Million Baby.
Yeah.
Of the first three movies, I didn't think it would be that one that got nuked off the list.
So that movie, $1 Million Baby, is nuked off the list, which means we need a new 25.
Look at me, changing things. I'm a mover.
And the new top 25 movie is a little movie called Miracle, about the miracle on ice, starring Kurt Russell.
Jackson Chauncey is smiling somewhere.
As he should be. Miracle's a great movie, and it's there. It's on the top 25 now, and I think it deserves to be. That moves us to number 22. It's a movie called Slapshot from 1977. Hockey.
How many hockey movies are we going to have?
I don't know. There must have been some Canadians in the writing room.
Maybe.
At the
Not
Hollywood
as many
Reporter.
as baseball movies. There's so many baseball movies.
I mean, to be fair, I think there's just been more good baseball movies, really, than any other sport.
And honestly, we didn't even list the top 2.
Yeah, the top some. I have a lot of baseball movies that I thought deserved to be on this list, but we'll talk about that, I'm sure. Slapshot came out in 1977. It's hockey mayhem with Paul Newman, a cult classic that turns violent sport into laugh-out-loud comedy. Slapshot, the Hollywood Reporter says, is a story of arrested development of boorish anti-heroes whose desperate desire to remain a part of a disreputable game is embodied by a rarely better Paul Newman. Brian, how do you feel about Slapshot?
I have not seen this movie. I do not know this movie. I did watch trailers for it, and I understand most of the events are kind of based on real things that happened. For example, in the movie, there's a point where someone throws something on the ice, and they all jump out in the stands and like have a fight with the crowd. Apparently, that really happened, and there were 3 like kind of Bash brothers,
Yes.
like the Hanson brothers, who existed. It's a slapstick comedy. It looked good. I have not seen it, so I can't speak to it.
Man, I saw this so long ago when I was a kid, but I'm almost positive it was on network television. And so I'm assuming that was a slightly sanitized version of whatever the real version of this movie is.
I've seen people wear jerseys from this movie out in the real world.
Brian, do you want to use an item on this movie?
Let's knock this one off the list. Let's nuke this one.
Okay, 2 nukes used here as Brian John will use his nuke and take out Slapshot.
Too many hockey movies.
So a Slapshot leaves, and in its place goes the next on the list. By the way, I used the IMDb, The Athletic. If you don't know The Athletic website, it's a collection of sports writers. So I figured we have the Hollywood voice. We will combine it with the sports voice. So the next one up on the list, according to The Athletic, number 25, Major League.
Yes!
Major League. We were just talking about baseball movies. It makes the list. And so the number 22 movie now becomes Challengers again. So Cody, I'm assuming you don't want to do anything with that.
We'll leave it, but we need to quit bumping it up.
I will leave it as well. I will say about Slapshot, I do think that maybe not living in a hockey crazy part of the country, because I do think that movie is iconic, probably in hockey areas.
I love NHL Live.
Yeah.
So
Good. That's a great comparison.
I'm just saying, I am hockey.
If we're putting our hockey cred out there, I did love NHL 95 on the Sega Genesis.
There you go.
It's a great game. Look, Little Wayne Gretzky's legs are shaking. If you get that pop culture reference, we can be friends. Okay, number 21. The movie from 2011 is Moneyball. When analytics meet baseball drama, smart, underrated, elevates sports cinema brain play. THR says, based on Michael Lewis's best-selling account of Oakland A's frontman Billy Beane,
William,
who hired a young economist to turn his squad's shoestring budget into a stockpile of talent. The razor-sharp movie is less about heroics on the field than the guts and glory of the back office, about sports entering the information age. For me, when I saw this movie, I liked it. I thought it was entertaining. It was a good movie. It's one of those movies I think deserves to be called a sports movie for sure. I just don't know if I think it's one of the best baseball movies, let alone sports movies. Not to say this, I mean, the performances are great. You got Jonah Hill, you got Brad Pitt, you got Chris Pratt, a lot of people in this movie. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. That's just my personal stance. Cody, where are you at with this movie? Are you going to use an item?
it's solid. Where it's at, I'm not like overly concerned. If it was up maybe 5 more spots, I might have qualms, but I'll leave it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything with it either, although it's very tempting to have it switch places with Major League. But I don't think I want to use that yet, and I don't feel strongly enough about it. Like I said, I think it's a good movie. I just don't think it's great. Brian?
No power-ups for me.
All right, we're moving on from Moneyball. We go to number 20, Fat City from 1972. It's a poetic boxing failure story, unfiltered, melancholic, beautifully bleak. THR says the unsung champ of boxing movies.
What?
Unsung. They put unsung in there. John Huston's downbeat fight flick follows an aging pugilist played by Stacy Keach trying to stage a comeback. There are no winners in Fat City, even when someone knocks out their opponent. Bleak. So, again, another boxing movie and another heavy, sad one, apparently. Has anyone seen Fat City?
No.
I have not.
Yeah. This one, again, I'm willing to go with the writers of The Hollywood Reporter here because I'm just unsure. I think I've seen parts of this movie. I just can't speak to it. It's super old.
I also want to know how Stacy Keach sounded as a young person. Because, like, old man Stacy Keach, I have in my mind, and it's ingrained.
I just don't know how Stacy Keach could be a loser at boxing. He scares me.
Exactly.
Brian, will you be using an item on this?
No, thank you.
Cody.
Not today.
All right, we're up to number 19. And again, The Hollywood Reporter is going to kind of throw us a curveball. Personal best from 1982, a women's track romance, earthy, honest, and daring for its U.S. release era. THR says really setting the film apart is director Robert Towne and cinematographer Michael Chapman's eye, simultaneously prurient and reverential for physicality. This deals with an LG or an L relationship of the vowels in 1982. So again,
Early.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never even heard of this movie before it came out. I know who Mariel Hemingway is, who's an actress in the movie.
Yes.
She was a semi-big star in the 80s. But I do think it's weird that I've never heard of this movie.
You just weren't into the artsy scene back then, Dave.
Maybe, but women's track romance doesn't scream artsy to me.
It does to me.
All right, whose turn is it here? Is it Brian? Brian, you get first dibs. Do you want to use an item on this?
I don't have no. I don't have an opinion. I have not seen this. This one missed me, so.
Yeah.
We'll snipe it.
Cody will snipe personal best.
I'll save you having to talk about it.
Should have rocketed it up so it keeps coming up.
So personal best goes down to number 24. Everything moves up. That means I get the option of using my item on Fat City, which I'm just going to pass again. We move on to number 18. And I think once we got through these first 5, 6, where we were kind of like, okay, I don't feel strongly about any of these. Now it's going to start getting a little interesting because number 18 is Love and Basketball, a rom-com sports hybrid with heart and soul, celebrating love and hoops with equal fire. The Hollywood Reporter says, before Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese, there was Monica Wright, played with graceful strength and disarming vulnerability by Sanaa Lathan. It's a specifically black and female spin on that theme, rooted in honesty about the challenges of making it as a female baller in a world that can seem awfully skeptical of them. It's also a top-notch romance. This movie was kind of legendary if you were like into basketball at all back in the turn of the century. I can remember, and especially if you, I knew I had friends that dated like girl basketball players, and Love and Basketball was huge. Like this was iconic in a certain crowd. Cody, what do you feel about Love and Basketball?
It's good.
Yeah. What do you want to use a personal? Do you want to use an item on it? You've already used a couple items.
I've used a couple, and I'm going to leave it as is, just because I do feel it's a top 25. If we're going based off this list as it currently sits, there might be movies that I would put above it, but
I don't think I would move it at all. I liked Love and Basketball. I didn't love it like some people I knew did, but it was good.
Yeah, I have friends who will go to bat for Love and Basketball like it's top 2 movies, let alone sports movies, just in general. They love it.
There was a crowd. Like, I'm serious. There was a crowd for that. It stands for this movie.
100%. For me, decent movie. Shout out Omar Epps. I Like You Better Under House, working as a doctor.
House.
But I mean, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's good. So we're going to leave it there. Now we go to number 17. The movie is Hoosiers. Came out in 1986. Small town high school basketball hits big with emotional lowdown, visually and culturally enduring. This movie is obviously one of my favorites. If you loved basketball growing up, you loved Hoosiers if you're over a certain age. And it's just so sincere. So many sports movies can be overbearing, kind of over the top with the drama. And this one is just like, you're just kind of along for the ride with the small town folk of Hickory. THR, the Hollywood Reporter, says, from Fred Murphy's location photography to the rousing score by Jerry Goldsmith, this is a gloriously earnest celebration of the overlooked human spirit and a weaponized 105-minute countdown to a final 5 minutes guaranteed to make you cheer and cry. It works beautifully no matter how many times you've seen it or how many imitators you've sat through. And I agree with the Hollywood Reporter here. I think it's in a good spot. I love this movie. Could be a bit higher, but I don't feel strongly enough to use an item on it. I think Hoosiers is great. Brian?
Good synopsis. It's a great classic basketball movie. If you're a basketball fan, I think I'm happy with where it's at.
Cody?
This might be the most boring sports movie
I just don't know.
In my life.
Cody, I don't know how anyone could like basketball and not like this movie.
Oh,
I think I speak for everyone who likes this movie. What's wrong with you? Who hurt you? Show us where Hoosiers hurt you.
it was just so long and boring.
It's 105 minutes.
It felt like 105 years.
Oh my goodness.
I will leave it alone for you.
I'm glad you're going to leave it alone. I'm just rocked by the Hoosier slander.
Trust me, I almost saved my nuke for that.
Gene Hackman did not draw a paycheck and think this movie was going to stink so you could bomb on it. All right, we're leaving it alone. I'm happy for that. Number 16, Minding the Gap, a skateboarding doc that turns inward, exploring life's transitions, contemporary and culturally astute. The Hollywood Reporter says it's an intimate doc with the rippling textures of an epic narrative. This chronicle of the lives of three young Americans, one of whom is the director, Bing Liu, draws on more than a decade of footage It's observed with rigorous emotional honesty. The film won the U.S. Documentary Special Jury Award for Breakthrough Filmmaking at Sundance in 2018, was nominated for a Best Documentary at the Oscars the next year in a movie about skateboarding. Brian, what's your thoughts on this movie?
This is one of the movies that I watched specifically for this podcast. I watched it, and I have to say, it is an incredible movie.
Yeah.
Better than Lords of Dogtown?
I don't know if I've seen Lords of Dogtown. I know the cover because I can see it in my brain, but I don't think I've seen that movie.
Okay.
But
is it a sports movie?
this is what I want to get to.
Let's get into the documentary.
I will give it 100%. I think everyone should watch this movie, but I do not think it's a movie. I think it's a documentary, and I don't think it's a sports movie because although all three of these teenagers skateboard and there are skateboarding scenes in it, the documentary is about their lives. And the story that Bing tells in this documentary is not about skateboarding. It's about dealing with abuse at home and how to be like an outcast kid. And one of the teenagers is a young father. Within the first 5 minutes of the movie, he has his first son, and he's wrestling with, how do I balance my life of skateboarding as an escape and also making money and also dealing with my baby and all this kind of stuff. It is not a skateboarding movie at all. It's a documentary, and it's well done. It's well made, but it's not a sports movie.
Yeah. Brian, will you be using an item on Minding the Gap?
Just because it's a great movie, I want it to be on the list, but it deserves to be lower. I need to snipe it.
So Minding the Gap moves down to number 21 after it gets sniped. Cody, I don't have any real thoughts about this movie other than
Hoosiers.
No, I'm going to give you the option again. I just didn't know if you wanted to say anything about Minding the Gap. Do you want to say anything about documentaries? Because I think it's interesting. Brian said it's not a movie. I would say that depends on how they tell the story in the documentary. I have seen documentaries that I say, yes, definitely movie. I've also seen documentaries that I feel like this is more reporting. So I understand what you're trying to say. Hoosiers, meanwhile, has moved up to 16. Will you be using an item on it?
Oh, I'm so tempted.
I gave you a second chance.
So tempted to recast it, but I'm not.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that because I would have had to throw something at you. I will obviously leave it there as I have already done that, which means we move up to number 15, 1961's The Hustler.
A classic.
Pool hall grit, elegant tragedy, classic 50s drama that made sports films smart. THR says Paul Newman exudes coolness, but it's Piper Laurie who moves us the most, playing a lonely alcoholic, holding herself together long enough to give Eddie the confidence he needs. Cody, have you seen The Hustler?
No way.
I mean, it only came out a good 28 years before you were born.
Yep. Shocking. It was not on repeat.
I've seen parts of this.
I tried to watch it. It was terrible. I couldn't sit through it. I couldn't watch it.
That's too bad. And I've seen like a movie that I think that this inspired, a movie, The Color of Money, with Tom Cruise and Paul Newman, which is another movie about pool, billiards, whatever you want to call it.
This is before Paul Newman gets into the salad dressing game.
Newman's Own.
Yeah, for some young people, it's going to be a shock for you to know that Paul Newman used to be like the coolest actor around.
Drove race cars, made salad dressing.
Yeah. Cody, will you be using any items on The Hustler?
I really am so tempted to, but I'm saving mine, so no.
Yeah, I'm not going to use anything either. I think The Hustler, I've seen enough of it and I've heard enough about it that I think it could be okay. I could justify it being on the list, but I don't feel strongly enough about it. Brian?
I can't use a power on a movie I haven't entertained. I haven't seen it, so I can't be objective. I can't be fair.
Number 14, then we go to a movie from 2006 called Offside. Iranian women sneaking into a match, bold, political, loved for subversive sports storytelling. THR says there's barely a glimpse of a ball or a player, yet this may be one of the best films ever about fan passion and how love of the game can triumph over everything, perhaps if only momentarily, even the repressions of patriarchy.
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Okay, let's talk about this because they're clearly including some movies that have something to say in a worldview sense and maybe even elevating something that's borderline sports. They admit in it that there's not much
Football.
I don't think
the sport.
I don't think you see a soccer ball in the movie.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of wild to me.
Yeah. It's literally Iranian women who are dressing as men sneaking in to watch a World Cup game. Some of them get captured and have to spend the entire game in captivity, and they're trying to get the guards to give them updates on scores. But you never see the ball, you never see players, you never see sports. It's more about the acting of their faces and their predicament and their captives and their capture and this, I guess, socially, patriarchal society where girls aren't allowed to be at the soccer game.
So here's the thing. Here's how I feel about this. Could this be a pretty important movie? Could it be a good movie? Sure. Again, I'm loath to do anything with it, as I'm not sure that I think the only reason I would knock it is it not being an actual sports movie. However, the caveat to that is if you're going to do that with any sport, the World Cup, soccer or football, if you live somewhere else in the United States, this is one where it qualifies. That's not sport, that's life for a lot of people elsewhere. And so I can see the line blurring a little bit more. I'm going to leave it there. Brian?
He's thinking.
He's going to leave it. He thought about it.
I did think about it.
Oh,
Cody?
I'm doing it.
Oh, Cody's going to use another item?
I'm recasting it.
Cody, what will you be recasting it?
And I get to save this movie from any discussion, really, unless someone swaps it. The Water Boy.
All right.
Yeah, Adam Sandler, baby. Oh, I'm so excited that this made the list.
All right. The Water Boy, now on the list at number 14.
That's a great spot for it.
Cody, tell us why Waterboy is one of your favorites and deserves to be in the top 15.
So it's a movie that involves a lot of redemption moments and also overcoming obstacles, but it definitely centers around football. Football is the main crux. Without it, you don't have a story, because Mama and her dislike of football, or foosball, it's notorious. In The Water Boy, he doesn't get to play until he does.
It does satisfy a fantasy a lot of males, I think, have, which is, yes, I'm nerdy, but what if I was just happened to be awesome at football?
Yeah, what if I could
Yes.
channel all my rage into talent?
I love The Water Boy, actually.
Yeah, and I'm glad I went last, so no one can knock it backwards, you
Yeah.
jabronis.
I don't hate it. I
would only push it up.
That's a well-used item.
Thank you.
I don't think I would have done anything with it
Strategic.
anyways. I don't even think it's my favorite Adam Sandler sports movie.
Honestly, it was a toss-up, so I was like, we'll risk it because it's funny.
Okay. All right. We move on to number 13, which this movie seemed interesting, and I kind of want to watch it. It's called Sugar from 2008. The immigrant baseballers' tough climb is what this movie's about. Honest, intimate, underappreciated storytelling. The Hollywood Reporter says Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck's exquisitely sensitive portrait of a Dominican pitcher played by Alginas Perez Soto, struggling to make the leap to the majors from a minor league club in Iowa, is a corrective to all the glory-drunk narratives of athletic success out there, examining the cold, hard realities that await most aspirants to the top tier of United States baseball. It's also a great immigration film, capturing the lonely disorientation of pursuing such dreams when everything from diner menus to local church culture seems indecipherable. So, Brian, we do have the element of, okay, this has something to say beyond sports, which the Hollywood Reporters seem to gravitate towards. What do you think of this movie?
This was a great movie. I did watch this week, and it was a slow burn. It was a long movie, but I really respected the choices that it made, because it really told a true story of a young pitcher trying to make it in the majors, trying to make it to America from the Dominican Republic, and all the challenges of coming over to America and not speaking any English and only being able to order French toast at the diner because he can't even tell what type of eggs he wants. And it's just It was a good movie, and I really respected the choices that it made. It didn't end as just like a predictable happy-go-lucky story. It was really good.
Yeah. Will you be using any items?
No items.
Yeah. Cody?
Saving them.
Saving them. I will be too. I trust Brian's judgment. Also, I had not heard of this movie before this list, and now I badly want to watch it. And I'm okay with you having and pumping up a specific worldview in your story, especially if it's about immigration in general or how life is tough for an immigrant to the United States, especially in the sports world. Mostly, I just want you to tell me a good story, and I'll take all the other stuff if you do that. And so, yeah, I really want to see this movie, but I'm going to trust everyone's judgment, and I'm going to leave it there.
You're welcome.
Number 12, White Men Can't Jump.
That's racist.
Come out in 1992. We didn't think that way back in the early 90s.
I don't think that way about this title. So.
B-ball swagger, social commentary, high energy pickup games, sharp and memorable. THR says the Hard Knocks playgrounds of Venice Beach and other parts of LA are the setting for Ron Shelton's street ball classic, in which Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes play trash-talking hustlers who team up to make fast money. It's a movie, as Cody said, that captures the gritty feel of real pickup games. Cody, what do you think about White Men Can't Jump?
Alex Trebek's in it. That's just
sold.
Random fact, but no, it actually is really good and entertaining. You can't beat Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. Arguably, Wesley entering the height of his powers. Woody he's still freshly off Cheers, so yeah, he's good in whatever Woody's in. So,
are you going to use an item on this?
No.
Okay,
it's in a good spot.
I think it's too high.
Whoa!
Listen, this isn't even the best basketball movie.
Don't you say it's Hoosiers.
The basketball scenes are not super believable. That probably had a lot to do with Woody Harrelson was actually good at basketball. The story goes on this that it was Wesley Snipes that had not played much basketball. Woody could hold his own, but Wesley was kind of hard to convince. And you could tell that if you played basketball, or even if you watched a lot of basketball, you didn't watch White Men Can't Jump and think, these are real ballers.
I did.
I rest my case. I rest my case. I am going to snipe White Men Can't Jump down 5 spots.
But in good news, Waterboy moves up.
So White Men Can't Jump moves down 5 spots, letting Hoosiers and Love and Basketball move above it in the basketball world, which I am very good with, and now rests at number 17. So the movie that moves up to number 12 now, past you, Brian, is Sugar.
No, thank you.
And you will leave it there. So we move up to number 11, which is a 1992 movie as well. Hard to believe those came out in the same year. I don't remember it that way, but A League of Their Own came out in 92.
Cinema.
There's no crying in baseball.
Oh, Thomas Hanks.
THR, the Hollywood Reporter, they're not crying over this iconic women in sports classic. They say, well, Tom Hanks and Gina Davis anchor the cast as the cantankerous manager and the composed star catcher, respectively. It's the entire ensemble, starring
Madonna,
Geek of the Round Table's cousin, Lori Petty. All right. Jason Gieselman's cousin, Lori Petty, Rosie O'Donnell, and THR says freaking Madonna.
Exactly.
Gina Davis.
Yeah, they say that it's the entire ensemble that gives this movie its irresistible heart. Together, they deliver an unforgettably charming celebration of the transformative potential of sports. Cody, I believe you have first pick, or is it me?
It's you.
It is me. Okay. Do you have anything you want to say? What's your experience with this movie?
Oh, I love this movie. I've watched it 100 times probably. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to lie. It's super quotable and it holds up, but it also is a period piece because this is during World War II. All the guys are off fighting, so women are playing baseball.
It's surprisingly good.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember thinking that at the time because Tom Hanks is still in the process of becoming Tom Hanks.
Hasn't been Forrest Gump yet.
And it might have been this movie, the one that I think did it for a lot of people as far as Tom Hanks goes. What do you think, Brian? Because I'm not going to use any items on this.
I'm going to leave it alone as well. I feel like whenever I think of A League of Their Own, I think of my parents telling me I needed to watch this movie, but this was just one of those movies that kind of transcends multiple generations. Like, everybody kind of agrees it's a classic. It's a really good movie.
Boomers love this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we like it too, I think is what we're saying. So we're going to leave it there.
Okay. Whoa. I haven't gotten to go yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Cody, will you be using
Cody.
an item on League of Their Own?
Switcheroo.
With what?
Raging Bull.
You're going to move A League of Their Own to number 1.
Goodness gracious.
Yes. Raging Bull was too high, and I don't need it up there. So,
All right. So League of Their Own goes up to number 1. I'm sure to stay for a long time. And Raging Bull, a classic, who THR had at number 1, now moves down to number 11. I don't know that I hate that. I like Raging Bull. I think it's a great movie.
it should be in the top 15.
It's probably a little too low there, but I didn't think it was my number 1 sports movie. So, Cody, I'm not super mad at you, but also League of Their Own is not the best sports movie of all time. We move on to number 10, The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner, one of the oldest movies on here, 1962, a British indie gem.
Oh.
Using running as rebellion.
You tell me about it, buddy.
Yeah, I have an opposite tick. I don't run to rebel. So I don't do anything. THR rewards its introspective tone and originality, saying, what's so memorably great here, apart from the acting, cutting dialogue by Alan Silto, adapting his own short story, and playful new wave inflected in editing, is the film's profoundly anti-heroic spirit. It may have been made in 1962, fellas, but there it is. We just love anti-heroes, don't we?
I like to think it inspired The Crow.
Little known fact, The Crow originally was a long-distance runner with a rebellious spirit. Do you have any thoughts on the loneliness of the long-distance runner?
No, I don't have any thoughts. I don't really want to snipe it down because if somebody else is going to get rid of it entirely or something like that.
Just know I've used 4 items already.
That's true.
I'm probably out for a bit.
Yeah.
I'll pass on this one for right now.
Yeah. Cody,
I'm out.
you're out. You're not out.
I know, but I'm
you
saving.
have a couple left.
I'm saving.
Oh, man.
Dave, it's up to you.
I am going to...
Because right now, Raging Bull is behind it.
I'm gonna let it be for now.
All right.
I still have work to do here because there's some in the top 10 that I'm just not down with. So let's move on to number 9, a movie called Bring It On from the year 2000. Cheerleading in the spotlight, rhythmic fun, and a guilty pleasure worthy of a top 10 spot. THR says we may get some flack for ranking this classic teen com about competitive cheerleading too high. Maybe. But
Maybe not.
But the delightful Kirsten Dunst vehicle stands up remarkably well. It even seems prescient in the respect it pays to cheerleading, a hot topic ever since Netflix's docuseries Cheer threw a spotlight on how hard squad members train. I don't think there's anyone that doubts that.
So
I believe cheerleading is sport.
I get to go first on this one.
You do.
And I'm excited because I will double tap the sniper on it.
All right.
To save it.
Save it?
Because I have a feeling someone's going to replace it or nuke it completely out of the list. So I'm saving it.
This is a strategic play by Cody.
Yep.
Cody is going to snipe it to save it from being nuked, which
Yes.
I think was a possibility.
Oh, and we still get the long distance running movie.
It comes back.
So Bring It On moves down to number 14. The loneliness of the long distance runner now moves further into the top 10. I think I will also use an item on my second chance at it. I can't see it there. It doesn't belong with these top 10 movies. The only question is, do I want to nuke it or do I want to snipe it? I don't necessarily want to knock it off the list, but there are other movies that I'm looking at up here, and I don't necessarily know that I want to nuke them. I'm so torn. You know what?
Nuke it.
I'm going to swap it.
Oh, Switcheroo?
Yeah, I'm going to use my Switcheroo, and I'm going to switch The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner
For
number
Raging
9
Bull?
with Hoosiers at number 15. So Hoosiers moves up into the top 10 at number 9, and The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner down to 15. And I don't think that's not drastic.
Brian, please nuke it.
Number 9 now becomes Hoosiers. Brian, you have a chance. What do you want to do to
snipe it?
I
Nuke
almost want to destroy it just out of rage for Bring It On surviving another round.
it? Yeah.
We all have to make sacrifices,
But
Brian.
I won't take it out on Hoosiers right now.
Awesome. Okay, moving on. Number 8, and this one might be the most grievous of the entire list.
Probably.
The Hollywood Reporter puts Rocky at number 8. Iconic sports movie, classic underdog myth, raw grit, eye of the tiger, genre-defining inclusion. THR says eyes rolled when John G. Avildsen's inspirational boxing drama won the Best Picture Oscar over the likes of Taxi Driver, All the President's Men, and Network. Way to show your motive right away, THR. My eyes didn't roll, and you can't change history. It won an Oscar. They go on, but the vehicle that made Sylvester Stallone a superstar, launching a string of sequels, as well as a franchise of Creed spinoffs, has earned its enduring place in the pop culture lexicon.
Is it the best Rocky?
It's not my favorite, but as far as, I mean, I think you got to give the first one its due. It's the first one. Everything that comes after it is derivative.
It's definitely better than the fifth one.
Who gets to go first for this mess? Is it me?
It's you.
Rocky's iconic. I'm gonna rocket it. I'm gonna move it up 5 spots. I'm gonna use my rocket. So Rocky moves up to number 3. That means that we are now talking about a new movie, and 2 of you will get a shot at it. Let me talk about 8 Men Out. Came out in 1988. Shoeless Joe and the Black Sox Scandal dramatized with integrity. Historical sports drama gets major points here. The Hollywood Reporter says the movie brilliantly captures the friction of a sport at the tipping point between youthful idealism and corporatized commodification, delivering a pragmatic examination of the player's motivations, as well as a beautiful evocation of the post-Great War historical moment. Brian, how you feeling about 8 Men Out? Have you seen 8 Men Out?
I have not seen 8 Men Out. It came out the year that I was born.
Yeah, it's an old one.
So it's an older one.
So many good people in this movie.
I'm really tempted. I'm going to wait.
Oh, I thought he was going to nuke it.
I was tempted to recast it, but I'm going to wait.
He's going to wait. He's holding out. Cody, how do you feel about 8 Men Out?
So I actually have seen this one. The cast, like you said, is really good. My dear friend Johnny Cusack is in it.
Great. He's great in this movie.
And Michael Rooker included, along with Christopher Lloyd. Oh, Chuck Sheen. Forgot about Chuck.
Yeah. It's one of those movies that comes out right when a lot of other baseball movies come out, kind of around the same time period, so it gets overshadowed. This is a really good movie.
Maybe even another Chuck Sheen baseball movie?
Yeah, literally.
So, I'm not going to use anything on it, but I think the other Chuck Sheen baseball movie is better than 8 Men Out, but 8 Men Out's dealing with kind of a heavy, notorious thing.
Yeah. It's a wonderful movie if you haven't seen it. And I don't get a chance at doing anything to it. We move on to number 7. How about a movie called Breaking Away? Now, this movie, I have heard...
Is it about Kelly Clarkson?
It is not about Kelly Clarkson. But true cinephiles will bring up this movie as like one of the greatest. I have never seen it. It's a coming-of-age cycling story filled with Midwestern charm, according to the internet, identity, and pure passion. The Hollywood Reporter honors its heart, saying a small-scale production with no marquee names. Dennis Quaid was still a newcomer at the time, while Daniel Stern was making his screen debut.
Oh.
Peter Yates' feature told a resonant story of blue-collar townies belittled by affluent frat boy jocks. I'm on board with it already. Dennis Christopher goes from insouciant humor to heartbreaking disillusionment as Dave Stoller, a former stonecutter's son obsessed with Italian bicycle racing. Aren't we all? Until he's rudely awakened by firsthand experience of his idol's tactics. In true uplifting triumph over adversity sports film fashion, he bounces back in this funny, unpretentious, and poignant jewel of a film, further elevated by wonderful turns from Barbara Barry and Paul Dooley as Dave's parents. Have any of you guys seen Breaking Away?
Nope.
This is going to come as a shock to you. But no, I have not.
Brian, apparently it's a good movie.
Sabotage.
I don't know anything about it. I feel bad, but I have all these power-ups and nothing to do with them, you know?
Yeah, you guys were saving them.
I'm going to double tap this one and bring it down. I'm going to snipe it down.
Breaking Away sniped down to number 12 with Brian's double tap, moving 8 men out up into the number 7 spot. Cody, would you like to use an item on 8 men out?
Shockingly, no.
Yeah, I will also not use an item on 8 men out. I might have used one on Breaking Away, but I don't have to.
I still have one item left, and I gotta use it strategically.
Number 6, OJ, Made in America, came out in 2016.
A 5-part documentary series?
It is a 5-part documentary series. More than sports, it's America's obsession in the form of a long-form doc. The Hollywood Reporter nods to its sweeping cultural impact. They say this: although Ezra Edelman's dazzlingly rich 5-part doc about the rise and fall of O.J. Simpson was produced for television under ESPN's 30 for 30 banner, it took the unconventional path of carving out a theatrical release in order to be nominated for and eventually win both Emmys and an Oscar, which is something that's not done very often. That's a function of strange eligibility wrinkles, but also of the utter excellence of the project, perhaps the definitive examination of the intersection of race, sports, and celebrity in 20th century America. This documentary is incredible. It's one of the best documentaries I've ever watched. I was just enraptured by it when it came out. I remember my wife and I watched it. We binged it. It's a great series. Has just very deep things to say about OJ, about why OJ may have been who he was, and a lot of the social functions that went into that. It's super deep, deeper than any sports documentary has the right to be. Cody, what do you think?
It was a really good doc. It would be in my upper echelon of sports documentaries, but I did not my top documentaries of all time. I also don't think it should be on this list, but I'm not going to do anything about that.
I'm going to nuke this. Obviously, I just gave it a glowing review, and it is. It's amazing. It's great. I just don't think it has anything to do with sports, other than OJ played sports.
And it talks about it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, OJ being who OJ was, sports is a component of that. But it was much more about OJ's psyche and his upbringing. His sports career comes into that and how people treated him, but has little to do with anything on the field.
And how everyone responded after his alleged crimes. So
yeah, I'm going to nuke it just on the basis of I don't think it's really a sports movie. The Waterboy moves into the top 10.
Yeah! Me sabotaging this show has helped us out so much. Okay.
Everything moves up, and we make way for a new movie. And the next one on the list, or if we wanted to use a line from The Price is Right, The Sandlot. Come on down!
Yeah,
yes!
let's
You
go.
are on our list-busted top 25 list. The Sandlot takes its place.
My favorite baseball movie.
It's very good. And it has everything to do with baseball.
The Sandlot was on my short list for when I recast a movie. How do I get it onto this list? Because Sandlot is a great movie.
It's a great movie, and it literally, baseball's the lifeblood of it.
It is.
So I nuke a sports movie, and this works out great because I totally believe Sandlot belongs on a list of the top 25 best sports movies of all time.
Somehow Hoosiers just keeps going up. And Brian's up.
I'm going to use my switcheroo. I'm going to take 8 Men Out down to the Sandlot, and I'm going to bring the Sandlot up to where...
Yeah!
Oh, what a move for the Sandlot!
It is a top 6 movie.
The Sandlot goes up to number 6, while 8 Men Out goes down to 25. I don't hate it. I don't hate it because the Sandlot rocks. And these are our rules. This is our list buster. We do what we want. So Sandlot moves up to number 6. It's now time for
Bull Durham.
number 5, which currently sits Bull Durham. Come out in 1988. Baseball, rom-com, character gold. Hollywood Reporter loves how it balances smart dialogue with sports heart. They say the movie's love for America's national pastime is matched by its insightfulness about relationships. This is a very, very good movie. Whose turn is it to go first? Oh, Brian, why don't you tell me about Bull Durham? Where are you at with Bull Durham?
I love this movie. Bull Durham is a fantastic movie, early movie for Kevin Costner, who's already done Field of Dreams. And then we also have Tim Robbins in this movie. We have Susan Sarandon in this movie. I really enjoyed this movie. This was not the type of movie I expected it to be.
So I do believe it is Brian's turn.
Okay, Brian, would you like to do something to this movie?
Strap a rocket on its back. It's going to number 1, baby.
Bull Durham now sits at number 1, and all of a sudden it falls to Cody, and we're talking about When We Were Kings. Cody, I've talked about When We Were Kings on this podcast
Quite a few times, actually.
The Ali Foreman fight, the rumble in the jungle through a cultural lens, combines grit, history, poetry, music. It's a knockout that lands. THR says this face-off was about so much else. Politics on macro and micro levels, the discourse around race in 1974, which Spike Lee perspicaciously dissects. I don't know if I said that right, but THR is obviously scholars. Idealism and capitalism, the material is phenomenal, so it's a good thing the filmmaking is up to the task, especially the editing, which adds a sizzle as succulent as a steak on a George Foreman grill.
Wow.
THR was in their bag.
Yeah, they
They
really
were
going
on
for
that
it.
one.
That's quite the description there.
I love When We Were Kings. Cody, what are you going to do with this? Anything?
Nothing.
Nothing. Currently sits at number 5. Listen, When We Were Kings is an amazing, amazing movie. I think it's the best sports documentary ever made, if not one of the best documentaries ever made. I'm going to use my double tap. I'm going to use Rocket.
The soundtrack alone is amazing. B.B. King, James Brown, so many historic legends of music coming together with the Rumble in the Jungle, one of the most famous sports events in history. It's a match made in heaven.
I recently talked about the soundtrack on our Pop Culture Lately. I've been listening to it a lot lately. Just unbelievable. If you have a chance to listen to this, go find it. It's hard to find now, but listen to this soundtrack if you can. It's great. It's now number 1. Brian, you're the last one of the round. Now Rocky falls to you at the number 5 spot.
I'm leaving Rocky.
I think it's sitting about right. I think it's about right. We move on to number 4. Now sitting in the number 4 spot is Hoop Dreams, 1994 documentary. Also a very good documentary. A groundbreaking one following 2 inner city teens chasing basketball dreams. The Hollywood Reporter rewards its emotional depth and real-world scope, saying at once compassionate and unwavering in its depiction of raw talent and dashed hopes, Hoop Dreams set the tone for the kind of sociological sports docs that are now popular on streaming. That's really true, Cody.
It changed my life without me ever watching it.
Cody had his own Hoop Dreams.
Yes.
You never watched Hoop Dreams?
No.
Yeah, you might have been a little young.
As someone that is all about the docs, that does kind of shock me. So
it's worth a watch. It's worth a go back and watch. It's I especially think parents of kids in youth sports should watch Hoop Dreams. As someone who's coached basketball for many years at the middle school level and the high school level, I can tell you that so many parents think their kids are going to go to college and play. This documentary is all about 2 incredible high school players. And the trials and the travails, I think they both end up playing college basketball. But there were times where both of them were called the next Michael Jordan while in high school.
I honestly thought I was going to grow up to be 6'6" and maybe go to North Carolina. It didn't happen.
It's a very realistic look, while being also a very sad look sociologically about how inner city kids only feel like they have so many ways to get out of the hood, so to speak. And this delves into all of that. It's great. It's absolutely great. So it's Brian.
I'm going first.
Yeah. So you get first chance at Hoop Dreams.
I feel bad because all I have left is the recast. But I have the opportunity to do something so hilarious here and replace Hoop Dreams with one of the worst movies, Air Bud, of all time.
Yes!
I don't think I'm going to do that. No! I can't do it.
Sabotage almost happened, Cody.
I'm going to go with a different basketball movie. I'm going to go with Space Jam.
Space Jam is on the board. Space Jam ends up at number 4, and there's nary a thing anybody can do about it. Except for Cody, right? You still got a turn here.
I do.
Okay, Cody, you have your rocket's the only thing you got left here.
We're rocketing it.
Oh my gosh. Sabotage!
Yeah.
All right, we are off the rails.
We
Officially,
are.
Space Jam moves up to number 1 on the Pop Culture Pastor Top 25 Best Sports Movies of all
Because
time.
it is number
the
1.
Michael Jordan version, not LeBron. So we move on. Now we're up to number 3, the top 3. And the movie that sits there now is Bull Durham. And I believe it goes to me. I get to go first? No.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
Brian.
I can talk about it, but I can't do anything now.
It's Brian. Brian, Bull Durham's at number 3. Do you have anything you want to do here?
I'm out of power.
He's out of power.
I've used them.
I used all my power-ups so I could save a league of their own staying in the top 5.
Yeah, Cody is also out of power-up. So I'm the only one with a power-up. I've got a switcheroo.
It's up to you to fix or ruin this list, Dave.
I am going, as much as it pains me, I'm going to leave. No, I'm not. I'm so torn because if I leave it, that means I got to leave Space Jam at number 1.
Don't you still have a... No, you used your double tap.
All I've got left is the switcheroo.
Okay.
So I can only take something not on the list and switch it. And that's what I'm going to do.
Bull Durham's off?
No.
Bull Durham is off the list. It's making way for what I think is a better baseball movie.
Major League 2.
A movie that romanticizes baseball for true lovers of baseball.
Angels in the outfield.
Bull Durham is gone, replaced by Kevin Costner in his wonderful mullet. Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
At number 3, and we're all out of power-ups.
This isn't Rookie of the Year.
So the final 3 will stay like this. Number 2, When We Were Kings, goes up above Field of Dreams. And number 1, the Pop Culture Pastor list-busted number 1 movie is Space Jam, the Jordan version.
Are we going to go over the top 25 as they end?
We should probably do that. Number 1, should we go from top 25 up?
Yeah, that's how the list is presented online.
Okay,
so.
25, 8 Men Out. 24, Major League. 23, Personal Best. 22, Miracle. 21, The Bad News Bears. 20, Minding the Gap. 19, Challengers. 18, Moneyball. 17, Fat City. 16, White Men Can't Jump. 15, Love and Basketball. 14, The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner. 13, Bring It On.
A tragedy.
12,
great.
The Hustler. 11, Breaking Away. Number 10, in the top 10, Waterboy.
As it should be.
Number 9, Sugar. Number 8, Raging Bull. Number 7, Hoosiers. Number 6, Sandlot.
That's good.
Number 5, Rocky. Number 4, League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Number 3, Field of Dreams. Number 2, When We Were Kings. Number 1, Space Jam.
I think that I used my items well this time.
Good. I think we all did. We're getting used to this game.
Yes.
It does make room for maximum sabotage.
It does.
Although I was taking it seriously as usual.
So was I. Space Jam is the number 1 movie.
That's our final list. Hate it, love it, Tag us with your fixes and tag the Hollywood Reporter while you're at it. Subscribe, drop a review, send us the next list to bust. We'll see you next time.